Is it on? Can you all hear me? I'm struggling a bit with this muggle technology. Oh, I see you all. You're all talking to me. Hello, how's it going? Can you all see me? Hello, EJ. Hello, RJ. This is so exciting. What are those little picture things? What are those called? All right, we're going to give it a couple more minutes to see if more people pop up, and then we're going to start the class. Has everybody been having a good quarantine? Have you all been staying busy? I hope so. EJ says he's learned about the little pictures. Yes. Thank you for your help, Latrova. Latrova was really helpful, and I think it was probably with the help of Storm. So does emojis. That's what it is. The little thumbs up and the picture. That was so cute. I'm so glad you guys are sending them. Please keep sending them. They make me so happy. All right, we're going to start at 1:05. Hi, Isa. How's it going? Did I do it right? It's a little devil. We miss you too. I miss all of you. I'm really sad that we couldn't go to spring term this year. Obviously, I'm really sad that we missed Quidditch. But we're going to talk about it a little bit today, so that should help. I'm pretty excited. Is there anything that you guys want to share? Any magical discoveries or or anything fun? Has anybody been doing any spells or potions, or has anybody been playing Quidditch outside of school? Thank you, Storm. Thank you. I appreciate it. I've been practicing. EJ went to a cave. That's very fun. I'm glad to know that you didn't get lost. I'm assuming you didn't get lost since you're here at my live stream. I know, it's such a weird little box, isn't it? I had to set up this laptop. It's very interesting. Just as I suspected, EJ did get trapped. All right. Well, that makes sense. Isa found some flowers, purple and pretty. I love that. It is the time of year for the flowers. Make sure you go watch the 5 o'clock class, which is herbology. I think Storm is teaching it. And I am sure it will be a very fun time. But yeah. Ooh, they learned how to ride a muggle bike. I've tried. Very difficult, much harder than the broom. I will not lie. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So hi, guys. Welcome to the Quidditch class. I know you were all probably expecting Coach Latrova. Unfortunately, we couldn't figure out a way to have both of us in it because the Muggle technology is just quite confusing. But that's all right because I'm here and I'm very excited to talk to you guys and teach you guys. Make sure that you are wearing something you can move around in because we are going to be doing a little bit of kind of exercising today. We're going to talk about how to stay healthy, especially during quarantine, which has definitely been stressful for me. I'm sure that it's been stressful for you guys too. But it is really important to stay healthy, especially if you're a Quidditch player and also for any Magic user. Can anybody tell me, but in Quidditch and outside of Quidditch, why would it be important to stay healthy? Why would it be important to exercise? If you guys can just shout out a couple of things in the comments. We did see that we had a couple of people learn how to ride a Muggle bike, and I know that's a very fantastic form of exercise. Is there anything else you guys can think of, especially stuff that you can do at home? Storm says yoga. Avoid injuries. That is 100% correct. If you guys could just please take care of yourselves and not do anything dangerous. EJ. Spin in circles, very good. Climbing trees, yes, just make sure you're being careful. If you get any scraped knees, make sure you're cleaning them. And landing gracefully. All right, there you go. Practicing dueling and training, yes. So if you guys remember, actually, in our last dueling class during our fall semester, EJ and Storm taught a class about chakras and how that can help us with our dueling and with our aligning of ourselves and being super focused. And that kind of involves, or that goes into Quidditch as well, and that our chakras are very important. And exercise can really help align them and really help center them. So that's a really good thing to connect. So thank you, RJ. I'm seeing a house elf and them like to race. I think that's fantastic. I'm so glad you guys still have the stones from that class. That's really fun. But exercise, like I was saying, is a really good way to align your chakras. And so it's good for all sorts of magic. It's good for dueling. It's good for potion making. It's good for herbology as well as Quidditch. Because it's important to make sure that our bodies match our heart and our mind in their strength. So today, or first of all, have any of you guys played any Muggle sports? I know there's football and soccer and rugby and the American baseball. Have you guys played any of those, or have you seen any of them? And if you have, let me know in the comments, because we'll talk about a couple of them. Come on, guys, don't be shy. All right. Well, there's a couple that I know. Well, it seems that the Muggle sport, football or soccer, I know it's called different places and called different things in different places. It's a little confusing. Okay, so soccer. Soccer is appearing a lot. That is actually very similar to Quidditch in its goal. And so even though we're on brooms and Muggles are on their feet, the goal is still to get a ball into a goal or a net. Just like all three hoops, which usually I'm guarding as I am the keeper. Storm said gymnastics, fantastic. Latrover says Storm showed her hockey on the television before. Awesome. So also a very similar goal. You're trying to get something into a goal. You're trying to get something into a net. But the most important part that I will be talking about today is talking about your body. And obviously a soccer player runs around a lot, and that's their way of staying fit. And they have to train for that. They have to run a lot. They have to run a lot of laps and a lot of sprints. But for us, we're on brooms. So why might it be important for us to be strong and healthy for a broom? What parts of riding a broom do we need, and how does staying healthy affect that? Do you know what I'm saying? So one example that I'll just throw out there, it's really important to have a strong core. So your abs, your abdominal muscles. It is very important to have a strong core because that is what's going to keep you upright on the broom. It's really hard to stay on a broom. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but core is really important. That's what's going to keep you upright. Also, hold on, and it's also what engages all your other muscles. Right, quads. Thank you. Actually, that was my next thing. I was going to go into thighs, specifically quads, also your glutes, because that's where you're sitting, obviously. But your quads and your glutes are what's going to help you hold on. And it's also going to help you change direction, because using your core and your legs, you're going to want to, squeeze and then tilt. And you need both of those muscles in order to hang on to the broom. So something that can help strengthen that is running, or maybe doing a squat or lunges, or something in that realm that really helps strengthen your leg muscles. And that's really going to help you stay on the broom, especially a squat, because it's a similar mechanic. A squat kind of looks like how you are on the broom. Your legs are bent, your feet are back. That's what you want. Yes, exactly. Strong legs to hold on. Perfect. So glutes, I'm supposing you're asking what glutes are. Glutes are your buttocks. That's all. But it's important to have strong glutes and healthy hips. So one other thing, in addition to core and legs, one thing I wanted to talk about was also your arms. There's obviously a lot of different... Yes, Storm, very good. As Avita, shoulders and arms. Nice. So every position in Quidditch actually really needs good arms. For beaters, obviously, they have the bat, and so they need to be able to hit the bludger with a lot of force and a lot of speed, and that's really important. In addition, for seekers, even though they're not dealing with the bigger balls, they are dealing with smaller ball and using one arm most of the time to try and catch the snitch. And that requires a lot of strength and a lot of grip strength. You really got to hold on. So between the strength of your hand and your arm and your legs, that's where it's helping you stay on to the broom. And then in addition, for the keeper, me, I use my arms a lot to block the balls. And so I will, fly this way and try and hit the ball out, or I'll hit it with my broom. But that requires a lot of grip strength as well. And then also with the quaffle, you need to be holding on to it if you're a chaser. So you need to be holding on to it. You also need a lot of arm strength to be able to throw it into the hoops, into the nets. And so that's also very important. So between the balance and the strength you need in your arms and your shoulders, that's very important. So I was talking about squats for legs, and for, your abs, you could do sit-ups. But for arms, I've already said it would be a good push-up. That would be a very good way to keep your arms strong. There are also lots of other exercises that you can use. I'm actually going to teach you guys some yoga today and a little bit of working out. That's why I asked that you guys came in comfortable clothes that you can move around in. Make sure that you have kind of an open space. So I'm going to teach them to you first, and then we're going to go through and do a little bit of a routine. But just like in Quidditch, and the rules of Quidditch, you shouldn't be wearing any jewelry. Make sure there's nothing in your pockets. If you have a jacket on, go ahead and take it off. You don't want to have too many layers. I'm wearing very nice, comfortable clothing. It's got little stars on it. It's very nice. Alrighty. So let me see if I can do this. We're actually going to start. It's very important to warm up our muscles. And so what we're going to start with is a couple of jumping jacks. That's all. Let's go ahead and do about 10. So, all right. So that's a jumping jack. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Now the muscles are nice and warm. You can keep doing jumping jacks if you'd like. You can also do a jump rope. You could also do just general jumps, or maybe a tuck jump, which is something in gymnastics, which is like that. Bring your knees all the way up. So bring you guys back down. Hi there. All right. So I will be teaching you 4 very specific moves today, and I actually named them after the houses. So Parador, Labostro, Colubre, and Enigmis. We are going to go ahead and start with Enigmis. water. That's also very important. So for Enigmis, I chose the upward facing dog. It also is called several other things. I think it might be called the seal by some people, but your knees are down, legs down, and you're going to go up. You're going to push your hips into the floor, push your arms into the floor, and you're going to look up. You're going to stretch your back, and this actually is also very good on the arms and your core. So you're going to hold that. That is called the Enigmis because you look like a sphinx, and as we all know that the sphinx is the mascot for Enigmis. So that's what you're going to want to do. Really get that stretch. Really push in. All right. Go down and back. Next, I'm going to teach you guys the Labostro. And the reason I chose this move is because Labostros are really strong in their core. They're very loyal. You can really rely on them and lean on them. And also they're very open. And so for this move, what you're going to want to do, it is a side plank. So you're going to want to go onto your hip. This is how you're going to get up. You're going to put your arm down. You're going to go onto the side of your foot. You can also put this leg kind of in front if that is easier for you. So I'll try and get all my body in. And you're going to go up like that. So you're being very open and you're also leaning on your arm the way you would lean on a Labostro. If you really want to kick it up a notch, you will go like this. Put up your arm and your leg. I'm not doing that at the moment. I don't have quite enough room. But that is the Labostro. That's how we're going to do it. Next, we're going to do Colubre. And as we know, Colubres are very ambitious. They are always reaching for new goals. But they also have a very strong core in their values. La Trova is a really good example of that, and really beating the stereotype that Colubres or Slytherins from Hogwarts are evil. They're not. They are just very passionate. So for this one, we are going to go into a tabletop position, just like that, and then opposite arm, opposite leg, you're going to want to kick out and reach with your arm. You're going to hold that, you're going to bring it down, and then you'll do it again. This is a good stretch, but it is also really good on your core. This is what's going to help get your abs so that you can stay on your broom. That's also a very good move for seekers because obviously you're reaching out to grab the snitch, and so that is good practice while also balancing and using your core. So that's really fantastic for that. Finally, I'm going to show you the Parador, which is obviously my house. I'm very excited about it. So what I chose for the Parador is the warrior pose. This is going to be very good on your legs and also on your abs. You're actually going to be standing for this one. So you're going to go to the side, and it is a lunge. So you're going to lunge down. And you can do it one of two ways. So the warrior one or the Parador one, you're going to reach up like that. Perfect, really stretch that core. For warrior two or Parador two, you are going to want to reach like this. So to the side, this is more rotating your core, rotating your back. And so that can be good for that. You can also go the other way. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going this way so I can see you all. It's very good. All right, so those are the moves. So now that I've taught them all to you, I'm going to take you through what is called a yoga flow, where I kind of incorporate all the moves together. So we're actually going to start with the Enigmis, and then we're going to go from there. And we have somebody telling us all the appropriate names to the yoga poses. That's awesome. I love that. 5 points to your house. So we're going to start with the Enigmis. So remember, that's a stretch up. Take a couple deep breaths. And then we're actually going to go back into what is called the child's pose. You're just little. And then you go back up. It is a back and forth motion. Okay. So after you do that 2 or 3 times, from there, we're going to go into, it's called Downward Dog by the Muggles. I like to call it Downward Hippogriff because I think it's a little bit funny. But it's kind of the opposite of the Enigmas. You're going to be going down like that. So really keep your core tight. This is also very good on your calves and your hamstrings because that is stretching it. So like that. Beautiful. Go ahead and go down. Awesome. I'm sure you guys are looking great. RJ is saying this is harder than I thought it would be. That is all right. That's why we're doing it, so that we can be ready in the full time for Quidditch so that we're not losing any of our progress. Okay, so from that downward hippogriff, we're going to go back into tabletop position to do the colubre. So make sure your core's nice and tight. Nice tabletop back, so nice and straight. You don't want to go like that. You don't want to go like that. That's not good. You want a nice straight back. So we'll go ahead, opposite arm, opposite leg. We're going to reach. We're going to hold that for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back down, and we're going to switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to do that 2 more times. Once more on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And last one. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Bring it back down. We're going to go back down into a downward hippogriff. But this time, you're going to want to make sure your feet are flat. And then you're going to crawl back this way so that you're in a standing position. Hi, guys. Had to move the camera a bit. That's all right. Adjust your shorts. All right. So what's next? We're also going to stay to the side. What I would like you guys to do is, you might be familiar with the tree, which is like this. It's going to be very similar, but we're going to bring it in front like that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to hold that for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now, if you can't, because this is a very tricky balancing act, also takes a lot of strength, what I want you to do is lean over. You can use something to lean on. If you have a chair or something like that, you're going to want to lean over and try and touch the floor. Try and touch your toes. Floor is easier because your toes you might fall over, not going to lie. So you're going to want to do that. You're going to want to go down as far as you can. If you can't, if this is all you can do and just hang on to the wall, great. That's what we want. So we're going to go down like that. This is really opening up your hips, which can get really tight when you're on a broom all the time. Let me bring this down a little bit. Perfect. All right. So from there, go ahead and release your leg. We're going to go down. And then we're going to go right into our Parador. So the leg you just had bent is the leg you're going to have go forward. Go ahead, reach up. Very good. Get nice and low in that lunge. And then go to the side for Parador 2. And then we're going to do kind of a backwards lunge. Instead of going forward, we're going to go back, sit on your heel. You're going to want to stretch that and lean forward. This is, again, working your hamstring and your glutes. So go ahead and do that. Very nice. An elixir of balance for these moves. You know, Professor Vortigern might be able to help you with that in the potions class tomorrow. Alrighty. Let me check on you guys. Can't hear anymore. All right. Well, I'm sure you guys will figure that out. I'm not the right person to ask. Okay. So from there, we're going to repeat the same thing. Now you can just see my legs so you can see what I'm doing. But we're going to do with the other leg. So put that one in front. Hold that for 5, and then we're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go ahead and reach down. Make sure you give it a little bend in your leg. Helps you with balance. Perfect. Absolutely beautiful. All right. Then right into Parador with the other leg. There you go. So reach up. You can't see my arms, but you can see my legs. There you go. Then you're going to reach to the side again. Eddie Bumble, I haven't fallen. That's good. That means I'm helping you. All right, and now go back into that backwards lunge. Really reach out. Very nice, very nice. All right, and once you're done with that, I'm going to bring your leg back. All right, so we've already done Enigmis, Parador, and Colubre. Next, we're going to involve Lebostro. So now that we're on our knees, again, instead of standing, we're going to go out. We're going to go into our Enigmis again, just for a good stretch. And then we're going to go out. Before doing the Lebostro, we're going to do a little bit of twisting. That sounds very intimidating. It's not meant to. Go ahead, bring your leg over the other one. And then press like that and twist your back. This is very good on your back, very good on your core, and very good on your hips. We're going to hold that for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beautiful. And we're going to go do the other side. Ready? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. You guys are doing awesome. I assume I can't see you, but I see all your comments. You said, is popping knees normal? If it is excessively popping, you might want to go to a doctor, a healthcare provider, and check that out. It could just be that your body needed to stretch. It needed to release some of that air bubbles, just like if you were cracking your knuckles. I know a lot of people do that, or they're cracking your neck. It might be a very similar thing. If that is an issue, what I would recommend is don't lock your knees. Make sure there's a little bend in them at all times. All right, so into the Lebostro. Sorry, I got sidetracked. We're going to do each slide for about 10 seconds. So you can either go like this or like this, depending on what is more comfortable for you. I'm going to go like this for you guys. So, ready? We're going to go up and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down. Now we're going to switch. Got to switch sides. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh, hang on. I've got a bad elbow, so I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. That was awesome. Okay, we're going to go back into a side position on our knees, and we're going to reach out. This is to finish. We're going to reach out into that child's pose, and you're going to reach. This is going to stretch out right here. It's going to stretch out your back. It's going to feel really nice. So just reach as far as you can. Very good. Hold that for a little bit. We'll do 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And back up very slowly. Very nice. All right. So that is going to conclude the workout and a little yoga bit. I am sweating a little bit, not going to lie. But I hope that you have a little bit of a better idea of how to work out at home, especially in quarantine. Taking a walk is a great way to work out. Also, going for a run, just dancing with maybe your family or your roommates, that kind of thing. I hope that you guys keep playing Quidditch, and I'm very excited to see you guys in the fall for our Quidditch championship. As always, hopefully Parador takes the crown this time. I would really appreciate that. So be practicing your Quidditch. And also don't forget to take care of your body, because that is a very important part of Quidditch, and it's very important to Magic as well, to make sure that you are helping your mind and your body. So thank you guys so much for coming. Don't forget to tune in at 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock for the other classes, and also to come back tomorrow for more classes. I am so thankful that you guys showed up, and I can't wait to see you guys at the other classes. Goodbye.